Down at the Aviation Society, and we have a bit of a drama. Condensation has unfortunately soaked all our uniforms. So all our uniforms are soaking wet. You can see some of these here. This is all wet, sort of from here down. And all the cold surfaces are all covered in moisture. So look at that window. Absolutely soaking wet. Filing cabinet's all wet. So it is. Luckily the display cabinets seem to be okay. I had done this a couple of weeks ago. I put numbers on everything and then put a little code, that correlates to all the numbers. But yeah, all these shirts soaking wet. I'll show you outside in the corridor here how bad it is. Close this door, but you can see the water dripping off all the cold surfaces. That notice board soaking wet. Posters, I'm really worried about these because these are really wet. All the walls are soaking wet. Floor, look at the rainwater in the floor. I think this is an actual leak from the roof. Everything else is actual condensation. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely drenched. So we've been slowly going along, stripping all of these mannequins apart. I mean, look at that. So if we had anything in that filing cabinet or display cabinet out here, they would have been ruined. So I'm just going about taking everything off. I'm gonna have to get a cloth and dry all this off as best I can. But yeah, not very good. Right, back soon. Okay, I've removed this sign because it's all peeling off. The paint is all cracked. The damp has got in behind the paint. If I look down, you can see there that the paint that's all starting. Here. And up here as well, it's all cracked. See how wet it is? So that's going to need wood glue put in behind it. And it's actually the paint, it's not the wood itself, it's actually the paint layer. The damp has got in behind the wood layer. And unfortunately, when that dries, it'll become completely brittle. And more than likely, we're going to lose all of this. So I'm going to have to start taking a lot of photographs of it because more than likely this whole thing will need repainted by somebody. We'll have to get a sign painter out and try to get it as close to the original. So I'm going to take lots of photographs of it now. Just in case, because you can probably see here, see all of this? That's where all the paint is delaminating from the wood at the back. So once this dries, it's going to become really flaky, really brittle, and wouldn't surprise me if this whole thing just falls off. Stuff like this is just heartbreaking. Okay, there's all the uniforms. I have to bring them home, dry clean them, and we're going to leave them in to get them dry cleaned because they're going to smell really bad when they dry out. I've got all these radiators now on timers. So the Aviation Society have let us put these on timers. So all the timers are set. Another radiator here, another timer, and then I'm going to bring another radiator for in here and probably plug it in over there and have it sitting here, and then that'll be on a timer as well. So we've got this cabinet here that's full of paperwork. We got a paperwork collection recently, so that's all safe in there. And there's dehumidifier crystals in there with that to keep them good. Same with the filing cabinet. So there's all the mannequins. Got them stacked up and taken to bits. So these aren't too bad. The trousers are okay. This shirt was okay, but the uniform on this lady here was soaking wet, and the uniform on Patty there at the back was absolutely soaking wet as well. This room is pretty dry. It's just cold. It's a little bit warmer now with the radiators, but it's still a little bit cold, but it's not damp. It doesn't feel damp, which is good, and there's no condensation on the roof or on the walls. But out in the hall is still really, really bad. I put numbers on all of these display cabinets, and then I've got a little key here that coincides with everything that's in there. And I've just double checked everything, and all the electrics are fine. Everything's working the way it should. Yeah, that's definitely going to need looked at. That's really bad. Really, really bad. When it dries out, it'll probably peel off. But I will keep an eye on it, and fingers crossed it doesn't get too bad and it's an easy repair. But that's that. Crisis averted. Could have been a heck of a lot worse, but crisis averted. But listen, folks, as always, thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.